My name is Julianne CAIRNS. I've had a very varied career. I've been in the financial services sector for the past 25 years. I started my career as an economist, working for the Reserve Bank of Australia and then Macquarie Bank. And then with my business partners started my own company called Trading Pursuits, which was and is a company that teaches people how to trade the stock market and other financial markets for themselves, people who have no idea where to start with all of that, and just demystifying it for them. So that's been my professional career. My other kind of public persona is my passion project, which is about the topic of abundance. And what is abundance versus a mindset that I call the scarcity mindset, where people have a belief that there's not enough to go around, that money is hard to make, that we have to spend a lot of hours of our own time in order to make anything happen. And I like helping people bust those myths because I think none of those things are true. They don't have to be true. And there is a way of creating abundance for everyone, collaboratively and easily, that is in flow and is in alignment with what's good for society and also the planet. I know Mark. I met Mark years ago. He ran a company called Powwow. And one of the things that Powwow did was have events for investors who were interested in things like property investing and also stock market investing. So we used to come along and be involved in his Powwow events. My business partner would speak on stage at those events. And so we met Mark and also his wife, Michelle, who was involved in Powwow as well. And then when they left Powwow, Mark approached me and said, "Hey, I'm doing some coaching. Is that something you might be interested in?" And I immediately said yes, because I was always very impressed with him. It's hard to say what Mark does because it's a bit of magic, I think. Mark is someone, I think, who understands that in order for people to succeed, they don't need to be told what to do or how to do it. They just need to be given the resources in order to be successful. And he's just a person who knows how to help people unlock what it is they already have. They already have everything they need to be successful. And usually when they're not being successful or they're frustrated, it's because they're in their own way. And Mark is just able to help people get out of their own way. Mark is really good at figuring out the essence of a situation. So when we've done coaching sessions, he's often sitting there doing something that appears to be doodling. He's doodling and you think, oh my God, he's not even listening to me. And then he turns the page around and it's like this brilliant drawing that just completely nails the situation. And you go, that's totally what's going on. So he's good at just really getting to the heart of the matter and turning it into some kind of brilliant graph that you then go, yeah, that's exactly what the issue is. Yes. I describe Mark as a creative genius. I describe him as someone who's very essentialist, almost minimalist in his approach. He can see the heart of an issue, he can express it very clearly, and he can help people then take that clear understanding and turn it into a strategic reality. Knowing Mark has helped me clarify things. Working with him in business has helped me clarify strategy. Getting him to work with my team has freed me up a lot. It allowed me to give my team the psychological, strategic, essential understanding resources that they needed in order to really thrive. He helped me keep a finger on the pulse of what was going on in my company without me having to spend hours every week doing that myself, which is great. And I think I wouldn't have been able to get the insights that he was able to get from my team. Like everything to do with Mark, it's about stripping away the noise. So going to the farm is a place where you strip away the noise. And then you get to a place where you can see clearly what's going on and what the essential issues are, or challenges is maybe a better way of saying that, and a strategic vision. He's really great at the creative process of putting you in touch with what's the true reality of now, and allowing a safe space for you to get real about that, and then allowing you to create a vision and a path, a bridge to connect the two. The first time I went to the farm was for 3 days to talk about my trading pursuits business. Since then, I've been there many times, both personally, because Mark and Michelle and I have become friends over the years, and also for creative projects. Mark helped me. He was one of the producers of a film I made called The Abundance Code. Helped with the conception of that project, the entire story arc. He was involved with that project in so many ways creatively. So it's just been a wonderful collaboration over the years that went well beyond, standard business coaching. I enjoy Mark's down-to-earth nature. He's very smart. He's got years and years of experience, but he's very humble and very, he's not pushy. He lets you get to the answers yourself, but he provides a framework, a space, tools, really all the things that you need to be able to get to your own answers, and then helps you figure out your own path forward from there. Yeah, I think the biggest impact that Mark has had on my life is one story that he told me that made a huge difference. And it's a story about freedom. So he told me a story about how he used to have constant cycles of expansion and contraction in his life, freedom and constraint. And he couldn't really understand why that was happening. And he was having a conversation with someone who said, you're going to have these constant cycles so long as you're seeking freedom. Don't seek freedom, because you'll be seeking its opposite at the same time in order to experience it. Be freedom. Be free. And I see that that's something that Mark lives. He lives freedom. It's something I'm still learning. But his example has definitely, that just opened my mind in a very significant way. I would recommend Mark to people who are not looking for the how. So I really don't think that that's the genius that Mark brings. The how is going to come as a result of understanding your key mission, your core values, your vision, and getting real about where you are now, where you want to go. And the how is the bridge. And that comes after the first, two things are dealt with. Where are you now, really? Really, where are you now? And where do you want to go without limited thinking around that? Unlimited thinking. Where could you go? What's possible? And really get unlimited around that. Then the bridge, the how, that's the easy part.